Let's see if it's coming on YouTube here. I got to turn the sound down on it too. There's got to be a lag somewhere, I guess. I don't know. There it goes. Okay, cool. There's got to be a lag somewhere, I guess. Okay, there. That sounds down. Hello, Pamela. Pamela's the super mod. She's like
Okay.
she's like the mod of the universe. She mods for like I don't know 1 million people, and everybody knows Pam. So
Greetings. Hello, Pam G.
let's see. We can just wait and shoot the bull and see if anybody will show up first. I don't know, or else we could just jump into questions. I don't know. What do you want
Well,
to
we
do?
can wait a little bit.
Yeah. Where are you at right now? Are you in Yuma?
Quartzsite.
Okay, so you got some good service in Quartzsite then, huh? Okay,
Well, I
cool.
was using T-Mobile before, and for $50 a month, I had 100 gigabytes of data.
Mm-hmm.
But they don't work too well up here in Quartzsite. They did last year. I didn't have any
Yeah.
problems. I don't know what it is.
Well,
So
why aren't you like all these other guys that just get Starlink and get
I moved too much. I
Yeah.
mean, you got to set that thing up out, and then you got to plug it in, and then and then when you want to move, you got to roll it all up and pull it back in. And
Yeah. But I
I
heard
just
that the mobile one they only charge you for just the amount that you use and stuff. So that would be good if that was true, but still it takes so much to get into the Starlink.
yeah, the equipment is around $700.
Yeah, that's just to start off and then what, 100 and something a month,
Right.
175 whatever it is. But
I went to Cricket Wireless and I bought an $89 MiFi,
yeah,
and they give me 150 gigs of data a month for $85.
yeah, that'll work. I
And
guess
it's
you could always use like two phones too. That way would work also. I guess you could set one up as a hotspot or something, or use somebody else's hotspot if they would let you. That
right.
would that would work also if you had a good signal. But
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited. I've been planning my trip. I'm going to try to go out west, like here. I don't know, probably in the middle of February. Depends on the weather and all that stuff. So,
Well,
but I
from
don't
some of
know.
your shorts, it looks like you've already been to New Mexico.
Oh yeah, I love New Mexico. There's so much to see and do in New Mexico. People, it's underrated. Not a lot of people will say, "Let's go to New Mexico," but shoot, they've got something everywhere in every part of that state.
Yeah.
Like even off of I-40, if you go to Santa Rosa, if you stop there, they
Yep.
have that thing called the blue hole.
Yep.
It's
I
it's
did a
that
video
little
on it.
yeah, the blue hole, and it's like the constant water temperature of 65 all year round. It's like 200 feet deep and stuff, and it's free to get in there, or it used to be. I don't know if it is now, but
Still is. Still
yeah,
is.
yeah. So
This past summer, I bought the New Mexico State Park Pass.
did
And
you?
so,
Yeah, that'd be handy to get too. I think if you're not a resident, it's $225 or something like that.
right. That's it. Yep.
Yeah, it's worth it because New Mexico has so many state parks that are nice, man. So,
Right.
but
Yeah.
you know that because you've been going to them all. I've been watching. So,
Good.
okay, let's get into the questions. Let's see. I just
All
got
right.
look. I just got a couple. See.
Okay. At least it's not an RV Joey work list.
Yeah, really. Well, let me just say that I like watching you because you always just tell it like it is, and your videos are short and just show something, and it's not just a bunch of blah 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 stuff. It
Yeah.
just shows what you're doing and stuff. And I like what you always say. That you always say, "I'm having fun, and you should be too." So
It's the way to live.
yeah, that's pretty cool right there.
Like, yeah, I
Okay,
like
so the first question is, what is your motivation? What drives you to do your YouTube channel and traveling like you do?
Well, I guess it started back whenever I was younger and go on vacations and working. I always
Hmm.
hated that feeling of I got to go home and then tomorrow I got to go to work.
Yeah,
And
really.
I told myself I said, when I retire, I'm going to get rid of this feeling. I'm just going to go and then stay as long as I want, not have to worry about it or leave when I want. So that's where that comes from.
Cool. Yeah, like when I was getting ready to retire, like for the whole year before, I'd go into work and stuff, and I would say, I only have 300 days left. Everybody would get so mad at me and stuff. So, but it's so cool to retire and be able to do that, you know.
Oh, I love it. It's to me, it's the best way. I mean, I lived on a sailboat for a year back in 2008, but that was a lot of work, and I was almost considering doing that again.
Yeah.
And then I saw a video. It said, "Man lives in a van," and I said, "That's crazy. You can't live in a van."
It must have been one of Bob's video, Bob Wells' video or something.
Oh, it was Justin Incredible, actually.
Okay. Okay. The next question: what is your van, and what is your van, and tell us about it. I know it's a road trek, but what model and all that stuff. And I think,
Well,
you used to have another van, right? And then you got into this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is my second van. Like I said, when I saw that video, you know, man lives in a van, I said, that's crazy. Even after I watched a couple of his videos, I still was saying that's crazy to live in a van. But the seed got planted.
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I walked into my bedroom closet and I said, this is about the size of the inside of a van. So I started planning things out. And then I still wasn't 100% sure, but so I only bought a small cargo van for $3,200 because I said, if I don't like this, I don't want to have a lot of money sunk into it.
Yeah.
So I lived in that van for 3 years, and I worked the sugar beet harvest up in North Dakota back in winter of 1999.
Mm-hmm.
No, winter of 2019.
Yeah.
And they said, a blizzard's coming. You're going to have to stay in your van for 5 days. And I said, I can't stand up in this thing. I'm not about to lay on my back for 5 whole days. So I quit. But I told myself then and there that I'm going to start looking for a van that I can stand up in. So lo and behold, end of March and 1st of April of 2020, right in the middle of COVID, I found this road trek. It's called a 200 Versatile, and it's built in 2000. It's beautiful. I love it. Everything works on it. Had a few small leaks, but I fixed those, no problem. And then I went and added, I put 500 watts of solar on there. I have a 40 amp charge controller, and I have 600 amp hours of lithium. So
wow. You're set up. Do you still have the generator that was in it, or did it have a generator before?
It had one, but I dropped it. It had to have its own separate battery, and that was about 60 pounds. And then the generator itself was 150 pounds.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was just another maintenance item, basically. You know, you're supposed to run it at least once a month, and then every so often you got to change the oil and the filters and all that.
Yeah.
So I just figured, what the heck? You know, I've got so much electricity in here that, I mean, I cook off an induction hot plate. I don't use the propane to cook, and I run it. I have a 3-way fridge, and so I'll run my fridge off of solar.
Yeah.
It's all the time of year, but it's anywhere from 8 to 9 in the morning to about 6 or 7 at night off the batteries.
Yeah. When I was retiring, I said that's what I want to do. I'm going to get a van and fix it all up like I like it and go traveling around. But that was in 2019, and then right in 2020 is when COVID and all that hit. You know, and I went, nah. But I still got the van and stuff and fixed it. You know, mine's one of those that I'm never going to ever show anybody because it's what I did. You know, I'm not a carpenter, but it works for me. You know, so
right.
So I got it and all that. But you know, it's been a while now, so maybe it's safe to go out there and travel and stuff now. So
it is.
Yeah. I know you guys are out there having fun and stuff, so I can tell.
I love it. It's the way to live for me, but it's not for everybody.
Hello, Ralph Patrick, and hello, Joanne. Hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for coming in. Okay, the next question. Do you prefer to just drive yourself and meet somebody at different places that you go to, campsites and stuff, or do you like to ride in the caravans? And for those out there that are listening, you know, sometimes they travel together in little groups and they call it a caravan where they all feel a lot safer and stuff and go together. So,
during the winter months, I prefer to be around people, which like I am here.
Yeah.
But during the summer months, I sort of like traveling alone and being there. I guess one thing I can say is as I've gotten older, I've probably gotten a little more selfish.
Hmm.
I don't like it whenever somebody says, "Well, I'm not ready to go yet," and I'm raring, and they say, "Well, I need to stop and use the bathroom or whatever," and I'm not there.
Yeah.
It's just little inconveniences like that that sort of tick me off, I guess, as you get a little older, you know?
Yeah, really, really. So yeah, so it just really depends on who you're traveling with and where you guys are going to go meet up and stuff, you know. But
Right. Like I
but for
traveled a
the
lot with Speed Dubs earlier this year, and then we
Mhm.
met up with Deborah Dickinson and Frugal RV
Yeah,
Gal. We had a
yeah.
lot of fun.
I noticed you spend a lot of time up there by that up in northern New Mexico and stuff, and did a lot
Yeah,
of fishing and stuff. That looked like a lot of fun.
it was. We had a lot of fish, 2 fish fries, 2 nights.
Yeah,
It
well,
was,
what's her name was really catching them. I don't know if you caught any, but she caught a bunch. I can't remember her RV Rebel gal. Is that her name? No, the other one.
Frugal RV Gal.
Yeah, Frugal. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She was the one that's catching them all, wasn't she?
Yeah, she caught a lot. I caught 9, so I'm happy about
Oh yeah,
that.
that's good. That's pretty good too. So,
Yeah.
okay. Question number 4. Most of the diehard nomads, when they first start out, they prefer boondocking. You know, and for those that are listening, boondocking is just out getting a free spot out there that that usually they don't charge, and but they don't have any amenities. There's no restrooms, there's no water, there's no electric hookups and all that stuff. And which one do you prefer? Because me personally, I prefer going to like the state parks and stuff where you can get water and electricity. Because why suffer, if you're out there doing all this stuff. But what do you prefer doing?
I prefer boondocking. Now, like I said, I did the state
Mhm.
park pass for New Mexico, but
Yeah,
um, boondocking to me is just simpler, easier. I can
yeah,
go where I want, when I want, and I don't have to worry about getting there before they close the gate or anything like that.
yeah. That's there. Yeah, that you got a point there. Yeah, nobody telling you what to do and when to get out and check out time and all that stuff too.
Right.
But
And I've got 37-gallon freshwater tank.
yeah, so
So
that'll last a while. Yeah,
it'll hold me a good long while.
but there comes a time when you do have to charge up everything because everybody has all their phones and iPads and iPods and everything that they got to charge it all up and stuff.
I don't
It's
have that issue.
yeah, it's nice to have the either good power supplies or to plug in and recharge once in a while.
Yeah, I
But,
got plenty of battery power and solar, so I don't really have to worry about that.
yeah. Question number 5. Okay, let's see. They everybody says the nomadic lifestyle is like a romanticized lifestyle, and everybody wants to do it and it's so good. But what's one thing that's bad about it?
Well, when you travel alone, if you get stuck
Mm-hmm.
and you don't have cell service because you're way out there, then's when you got to rise to the challenge, one way or the other.
Yeah, I heard I think it was Pam that was telling me about it. She was saying that somebody was on a deserted area where nobody else was, and his vehicle broke down, so he had to take his drone and put a note on it and fly it down to somebody else that he knew they were down there, and said, ask to bring some help up there and get his vehicle started. And I went,
That was smart. That was
yeah,
smart.
that's extreme. I went, dang. But that's pretty smart to do that if you can get away with it. Pretty
Yeah, I
neat.
was traveling with a lady in Class A, and she got stuck. And but luckily she had lifters, and I had some wood, so we put it down and lifted her rig up with the wood on the lifters,
Uh-huh.
and then I had other wood, and I was shoving it down under where we lifted the tires up, and then we let the lifters up, and which lowered the Class A back on the wood, and she just drove right off.
Yeah, there's a lot of those seem like they'd be real heavy, and that'd be the biggest thing, getting stuck in the sand or something. Boy, you
But it
get
was.
stuck you'd be really, you need help bad
Yeah.
if you get stuck in those. But yeah. Okay, let's see. Question number 6. What are some tips for some newbies that want to try this lifestyle, try it out, and What are some good tips that you got for them?
Find somebody to go with to get started. Do your research, do your planning. I used to have a rule, 2-2-2. Try not to drive more than 2 hours a day. Try to get there before 2 o'clock, and try to stay 2 nights.
Yeah,
And,
yeah, exactly. And not rush it. Yeah, because people, if they have to go somewhere, they want to just drive 4, 5, 6 hours, and that kills you, man. That tires you out real fast.
Right.
Okay, let me see. Question number 7. Let's see. Okay, this one is kind of a tricky one. I'm not going to say, are you lonely when you're out there, but are you happy with what you're doing? Because you're laughing but every time I see you in a video, you're surrounded by all kinds of women. So I know you can't be lonely. So are you happy out there doing this in your lifestyle and stuff?
I'm ecstatic. I love it. I wouldn't trade it for anything.
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, question number 8. What do you want to do to make things a little bit better for you? What you're doing right now, is there anything you want to do any better, or equipment wise, or are you just happy with the way it is?
I'm really happy with the way it is. Every once in a while, somebody buys a new rig and I get a little envious, and then I look at my setup and,
oh, hey, Shalom on the Romans here. Hey, how you doing? She said,
Donna.
hey. I'm sorry, I've been neglecting the comments to put up there for you. So there you go. So, let me see. So she's here. Cool.
Hello, Shalom.
Let's see. Here's another one. Timmy in his truck camper note. Oh yeah, that's what I was telling you about doing the drone thing and getting help.
Right. That was smart.
Yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's see. Okay, did you finish that question about what do you want to improve or anything, or are you just happy with the way it is?
I'm pretty much happy with the way it is. The only thing I would like to improve is maybe, I don't know, take a week off or 2 and fly over to Europe and do some traveling over there. And
oh yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be different, Yeah,
that'd be my only change, really.
Absolutely.
And like I said, sometimes people buy rigs and I get a little envious, but then I look at what I got and I'm like, no, I don't want that added responsibility, that added headache.
Yeah, really. I've always wanted to go to Italy, to that Amalfi Coast out there, and see all that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, question number 9. How did you come up with the Rosie jokes?
Well, I need to do a video on that because I've gotten some funny questions about Rose. But basically, it was during COVID, and even though my videos, I try to keep them around 8 minutes, the average watch time was like 3 minutes and 4 seconds or something.
Yeah.
So I decided I need to get something to get people to try to stay to the end, and Rose was born out of that. So that's how Rose came about.
Oh, cool. So yeah, if you guys haven't watched Dan and his Rose jokes, you need to go to his channel and listen for his jokes at the very end, or sometimes you put it in the middle of the thing, I guess. I don't know, but you just need to hear his Rose jokes. Some of them are pretty good.
Some of them are corny and some of them are pretty good.
Yeah, but they're all funny though. I think they're a good thing.
Yep, I enjoy them.
Yeah,
they keep me on my toes because I got to keep finding more for the next video.
Yeah. Okay, question number 10. About the future of your channel. What's the future of your channel? You're going to continue it and showing us for as long as whatever, or what?
Yeah, I got a little mixed feelings about it. I have a Patreon account, and I'm not trying to say go sign up, but
yeah.
In September, I did one video. It was 7 minutes long, and it got 168 views, and I made all of 2 pennies, 2 cents.
Yeah,
And,
it's weird about which ones are going to do good and which aren't, you know. But it's all about pushing your videos out there, you know. And I don't want to sit there and push mine, but it's you just have to market it, I guess. I don't know.
yeah.
So I don't
I've
know.
talked to a lot of people that have been on YouTube for a long time. Like one guy I know, Finding Simon, who lives up in Vancouver on a boat.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think he's got 40 or 50,000 subscribers now. But 6 years ago, he only had 5,000 subscribers, and he made more money then than he is now.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, hello, Hot Soakers. Hot Soakers is in here. Um, she's another YouTuber. She goes all over the Northwest and goes to hot springs and stuff. I did an interview with her like a couple interviews ago. She was pretty,
Nice.
yeah. And let's see who else. Anybody else that we missed? Let's see. That's all the questions I got for you, Dan. But let's see if anybody comes up with a question on here.
All right.
So you're going to be staying out at Quartzsite for a while, or you?
Yeah, I'll be at Quartzsite at least through March 15th or 20th.
Uh-huh.
March 12th is my birthday, and Cassandra Long Band is going to play for my birthday again. This will be the third year in a row that they played for me.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's that one. I think you posted a clip of the girl singing or something. I think that was it. Yeah, they sounded pretty good. It's a
She's
short
very
video.
talented.
Yeah.
She's talented. Her boyfriend, husband is talented on the guitar.
Mhm.
And then the bass player used to play with the group Player for that song,
Yeah.
Baby Come Back. He toured with them for 5 years. And they got a real good drummer now. They have a new drummer.
That's cool. But they're always there at that one place in Quartzsite, huh?
They play Sunday and Monday at Beer Bellies. But they play like tonight and tomorrow night. They're playing in Prescott Valley at a bar
Mhm.
called Jersey Lil's. And they
That's
play
cool.
all over the Arizona area.
Mm-hmm. Where are you from originally, Dan? Are you from there anyway, or?
No, I was raised or spent most of my life in a town called Whiteville, North Carolina.
Oh, North Carolina. Okay.
Yep, home of beach music.
Yeah, really.
I was 40 miles away from Myrtle Beach, North Myrtle Beach.
Here's a question from Shalom on the Rome.
What am I going to do next summer?
Yep.
Well, I got to go to New Mexico. A real good friend of mine died, and we're going to spread her ashes up in Cloudcroft in
Oh, wow.
April or May.
That'd be an honorable thing to do. That's cool, man.
Well, that was her request, so we're going to honor it.
You're just going to find a good ledge somewhere and just where the wind will catch it and spread it out.
She worked at there's a Camp Mary White up there,
Mm-hmm.
and we've got permission, so we're going to go there. And we've asked, and they said sure, because Lola was a big supporter of that. She went there when she was a teenager, and then she supported it as much as she could throughout her life. So
that's cool. That's cool. Here's a question from Pam right here. How many did you stuff in that bird cage, Dan?
You have to go back and watch the video and count. but 9. 9 is the answer.
All right. And Hot Soaker said, I subscribe, Dan. I'll check out your channel.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Her name is Voda. She's really nice. She puts out good videos too. If you want to go to the Northwest and find all those hot springs, watch her videos,
Yeah, C-Dubs and I visited a hot springs in Nevada this summer. It was really good.
Is that the one in northern Nevada? Or
it's north of Vegas, but it's not quite near Rachel. It's south of Rachel, which is where the Area 51 entrance is.
I saw one up. I think it was in northern Nevada, and it looked like a really nice area, and it looked like there was a campground there too, also, and that you could stay for free. And
60% of Nevada is BLM land. 60% of Nevada, you can go anywhere.
That's where I'll end up when I go on my trip. I think is go to Nevada, and then from there you can reach out to go to California. You can go to Death Valley and all that. Have you been to Death Valley and looked around? Or
no, but I've been real close. We went to Tonopah, which is on the way there.
Yeah. I'd like to see all that, you know. I don't want to see every single inch of it, but it'd be nice to get some pictures and stuff. And
It is great. Shalom saying Cassandra Long's band's going to be at the Halley and the Moon, and they are. That's February 24th and 25th. They played there one day last year, and there was a guy that used to play there before, and he brought in, we just go out in the desert and the bands play, and then we howl at the moon when the full moon comes up. But Kelly Hughes had about 3,500, and Cassandra played there last year, and they broke the record. They set over 5,000 people there to watch her play, their group.
That's cool, man. Yeah.
Yeah. They're doing it again. They liked them so much, they gave them 2 days this year, February 24th and the 25th.
Then Hot Suckers asked this. I just hopped on. What's your channel about? It's just about traveling around, isn't it?
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah.
It started out because my mother, when I was 60 and told my mom what I was going to do, she said, "No, you're not." I said, "No son of mine's going to be homeless. Do you need money?" I said, "Mama, I'm 60 years old. I don't think you can tell me what to do so much anymore." So I said, there's this thing called YouTube, and she didn't know what it was. And I said, I'll make a video and show, so you know that I'm safe and everything's well. And then somebody later said, well, if you're putting them up there, why don't you try to monetize and make money off of it?
Yeah.
So that's sort of what I'm doing, but it's not a money-making thing. But it's also to show her and to chronological my visits and my places I've visited.
Well, how often, when you go somewhere, how often do you encounter not having any signal or anything or any way to get a hold of anybody? Pretty often, or up in the mountains, or what? Or
well, I do, but it's not a whole lot. And then the other thing is when I've been up away from people and come back and my phone's blown up with 78 texts and
yeah, we can't get a hold of you.
But every Sunday I make it a point to call my mom. So every Sunday I have to go where I can find signal and call her.
Oh, absolutely. You always have to.
That's right.
And Hot Sucker said this.
Oh, cool. Said the same thing.
Yep.
So I share my location. Good for you. Oh, I got to respect the mom.
Thank you, Pam. Pam dropped your channel link again so everybody can go there and subscribe. Everybody go subscribe to Dan and watch his videos.
Thank you.
We need more subs on both of our channels. I know you probably don't. I don't know if you care about it or how much time you spend for your YouTube and stuff, but sometimes you sit there and you go, oh, I don't know if it's worth it, or am I doing good? But you don't know. You just don't know. You just keep going on.
Yeah, I spent 5 days down at South Padre Island there in Texas for the Sandcastle Days, which is the first weekend of October.
Mm-hmm.
I've been going through that. I still got to get that video, but I think I've got 15 hours worth of footage recorded.
Oh, so you got some Padre Island videos and stuff and coming?
South Padre. It's the Sandcastle Days. They brought in 10 sculptors from mainly, a lot of them were from Canada, and I think one was from Russia.
Are you talking about sand sculptures and stuff?
They're sand sculptures. They packed the sand, and one guy packed it his up probably 10 feet tall.
Cool. That'd be a good video. I'll have to watch that one.
It's long. I've been working on it, but keep it down to under 8 minutes. I'm probably going to do a highlights for YouTube, but then on my Patreon, I'm probably going to let the whole thing go.
Well, that and you could always put little clips of the good stuff in short videos. That's always something to think about. Throw a short out there.
Yeah, you've been throwing a lot of shorts out lately.
Yeah, if you put out shorts, I think you get a lot of views. I don't know. It seems like every 4 or 5 I put out, it'll go viral for me, and for me, viral means getting 1,500 views. So, but that helps. All that stuff. So
that's why I can't figure out where you are, because one week you're in this part of the country, another week you're.
Yeah. Well, I post a lot of my stuff that I just find old clips and stuff, and I'll just post that. But I'll let you guys know whenever I'm on the road. When I go, I'll put some live clips out there, whether they're shorts or live streams or whatever, It's going to be fun. And then wherever you are, I don't know, maybe I'll stop by and find you and say hello, and we could down a beer or something.
That sounds like a great idea.
Really.
One of my favorite spots in Texas is Lake Whitney at Steel Creek Park.
Yeah, Lake Whitney. Yeah, I've heard about it. I've done a lot of research on Texas because they're like another world down there, and they have I think like 80 different state parks and stuff, and you can buy their pass real cheap. You know, they'll get you into the park and give you a discount to stay there and stuff. And what a lot of people don't know is if you go to the state parks in Texas, that you can get if it has a lake to it, then you can go fishing free, and you don't need to have the license and all that, and that helps out
Exactly
too.
right. Yep, so, exactly right.
And also, if you didn't know this part, if you're Oklahoma or Texas, then they have a reciprocal where if you're over 65, you can go fishing in each other's state with no license and stuff. So that's also good too. Good to know.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Here's another question: do you play any instruments?
Not really. I've got a harmonica and I play on that a little bit, but I'm no good.
And let's see here. Okay, here's another question. What's your favorite style of music? She said.
Oh, disco.
Disco, yeah, because it has a good beat and you can dance to it. So.
College used to call me Disco Dan.
Yeah, really. Yeah, there you go. Disco Dan, the Disco Dan band.
Yeah, right.
Let's see. I'm looking for any more questions here. Okay, you guys. One last chance. You got any more questions for Dan here? We don't want to hold him up because it's Friday night in the big city there.
Right.
Oh, here's one from Shalom. Said, tell them about our band, Dan.
Oh man, that's been a while. I can't remember the name. The Dirty. No, the Badly Band. The Badly Band. Yeah. The Dirty part came because Shalom had a Talk Dirty Hawaiian song she wanted us to do. We never really got into it. We never practiced that a whole lot. But but the Badly Band.
Oh, was Hawaiian type music or just one song was?
It was it's one song with a ukulele and Hawaiian type music.
Cool. And then let's see. Pamela has a question here for you.
How are the temps day and night? Mm-hmm. Today the temp was probably 70, and tonight it's supposed to get down to about 45, 46. But it's beautiful sunny skies and great sunsets and great sunrises.
Yeah, I've noticed you've been putting a lot of sunrises on Instagram and stuff, or sunsets, right? Yeah.
Sunsets, yeah.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
I love taking sunset pictures.
What's the temperature going to be for the lows on like in February, March? Shouldn't be too bad.
February and March it'll start warming up.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a little bit warmer than what it is now.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
The sun heats everything up. We say here in Arizona that we've got like four temperatures in one day. You get winter in the morning, spring in the late morning, you get summer in the afternoon, you get fall in the late afternoon, and then you go back into winter for the night until the next morning.
Yeah, really. What's like in Oklahoma when it's in wintertime in Oklahoma, the guys sit around, they still wear cutoffs, shorts and stuff, but they have a hoodie. So there's your winter dress right there.
Yeah. You see a lot of that here too.
Yeah. You gotta have a little bit of everything when you go in there. You gotta be prepared for the cold, the hot, mostly the hot though, I guess, huh?
Yeah. That's why a lot of people get out of here around the end of March, 1st of April, because it starts getting hot.
Yeah, that's when they all go up to the mountains or the higher elevations, huh?
Exactly. That's right.
What kind of go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'll just say Shalom says that's why we're the Badly Band, because we never practice.
Yeah. the badly band. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say, Dan, what kind of YouTube do you watch, or do you even watch any of it?
Well, I watch Shalom on the Roam.
We all watch that. I just watched one
I've been
earlier.
watching you now since I subscribed.
Well, thank you.
I watch a few. I will say that the longer I've been doing them and the more I've been traveling, I watch less and less of others that are traveling.
There's so many Dans out there. There's that Blue Van Dan, and there's you, and there's Mike's. There's a lot of Mike's too. Mega Van Mike, I think his name is. Or
Mega Van Mike, yeah.
Yeah.
He's thinking about changing his name or channeling because he's traveling with his wife now.
Yeah, I've noticed that. Yeah. But yeah, you get to see all those people down there, huh? Cool.
Yep. Plus, we have meetups throughout the year. Carolyn RV Rebel Girl throws what's called a Wheeled Wonder rendezvous.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think she did that in Tennessee.
You don't even mess with going to the RTR and stuff anymore, huh?
No, not really. They haven't really come up with anything new that I guess know.
If you've gone there once, then you don't want to do it anymore. So yeah.
If I go, it's just to socialize and maybe see some people I haven't seen since last year.
Yeah, exactly. You know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff to do. There's a lot of people don't even know, but they have I'm a ham radio guy, so they have a ham radio thing down there too, the same time as everybody else going down there. I don't know what area they're at down there, but you know, they get on there. I think they do 2 weeks, and they do all kind of radio broadcasting and stuff. It's pretty interesting. You know.
They also have a radio controlled airplane. They have even a paved airport.
That'd be cool to watch, man.
It is. I've been out there and done it a couple of times.
Some of those are huge, you know.
6 feet wingspans. But that's pretty interesting. I mean, there's things to do here in Quartzsite that people don't know. And if you like to hike and climb mountains, we've got Q Mountain to hike. They got Dome Rock. Just down the road, we have Palm Canyon, which last year I think I hiked that 4 or 5 times. And I'll probably hike it again this year sometime.
Good to see you, Bobby the Desert Walker. Bobby the Desert Walker's in here. He's another guy that he lives close to. I think he lives like close to the Saguaro
National Park.
Yeah. That
over there near Tucson, south of Tucson. Then
he does videos and he just takes walks out in the desert and stuff. It's pretty cool. You can hear him crunching through the. He does some good stuff.
Great, good for him. Hiking's great exercise.
Yeah, one time he was out there hiking and then he heard something that startled him. He was afraid it might have been a mountain lion or something. He was like, "I heard something. I don't know what it was. I'm going back to camp."
Smart.
I don't blame him.
I don't either. Not near a bit.
Hot Sucker says, let's see. Oh, my husband bought a crane to use as a ham radio antenna. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's true, man. You can use just about anything. I saw this guy on YouTube. He took some wires and hooked it up to a chain link fence, and he used that to. And he showed it, and he hooked it up to his high frequency radio and made contacts out of the country. You know, that's something else.
That was smart.
Yeah,
both of those are smart.
You got to use whatever you have around, you know. So
right, yeah.
You're welcome, Bobby. I'm always promoting Bobby. He needs more subs too. He needs people to follow him.
Okay.
He's got a good stuff. Pam said, "Oh, Foresty Forrest got chased by a ram in a rut." Oh, that would be wildlife. Wildlife out there would be scary anywhere. You know, like what's his name? He was saying the other day, Matty Van Halen. He's out there. He's past Quartzsite, but he went to this one place and he goes. He was taking a walk, or he might have been on the e-bike or something. He goes, and then he heard this commotion. It was like some rams, those longhorn rams, and they were mating over there. He goes, and they just stopped and looked at him, and he just looked at them. He just he slunk away, you know. But you know, can you imagine out there in the wild, no telling what you see? I guess I'd be scared more of bears than anything, you know.
I had a bear come right through my camp up in Alaska.
That's not good.
Luckily, I was inside my van, but I was working on a video and I was looking out my window and I saw this thing off to the side and this dark object. And I looked over and it was a bear. And so, at the time I reached for my camera to get him, he was going into the bushes.
It was just a regular bear, not one of those white ones, was it?
No, it was a black bear.
Yeah.
Black bears are about the best ones to come across if you're going to ever come across one.
Yeah, like that, there's a lot of them in northern New Mexico too. So if you're camping out there and they tell you, watch out for the bears, they mean it,
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, they're like, I don't know, you can scare them pretty much and they'll run off, But I'd hate to run into a grizzly or something mean. Whew.
Yeah, black bears are curious. Brown bears can be aggressive, and grizzlies will just attack you.
Yeah. But one thing in common, they're just all hungry. They're just all looking for something to eat, So
exactly. Just don't let it be you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, you guys, you got anything else to ask Dan while he's on? Because I don't want to hold him up all night. So let's see. Cool. Let's see, it's 7:40, so it's 6:41 right now, right? So you still got the whole evening ahead of you, so that's cool.
Yeah, I guess.
It's one evening, I guess. I always hike with someone slower, Pam said. Yeah, really. Yeah. If it's bears, yeah. Oh, there's Roy. Welcome, Roy. I'm glad you stopped in. Roy is a guy that does lives out in San Francisco. So if you want to see anything in the Bay Area and stuff, you need to go to his channel. And he does lives from music venues and stuff. He's pretty good right there.
Okay, great. Cool.
My dog's having a coughing fit.
I was wondering what that was, but I figured maybe it was a dog.
She's got the coughing crud, so Joanne said, I sub to everybody.
Really? Thank you. Thank you, Joanne.
Yeah, we're just talking to Dan here, Roy, and go check out his channel when you get a chance also. So Bobby says, what? Oh, my days have been doing the same thing. My dogs have been doing the same thing. Yeah, if you guys have pets out there right now, it's kind of worrisome because there's a weird illness that's going across the whole United States right now and attacking all the dogs. And they said it starts with like the kennel cough, and they said that if it starts getting serious, and they'll have like dripping out of their eyes and nose and stuff, and that's when you need to take them to the vet. She hasn't got like that so far, so maybe she's getting better. I hope.
Good. That's good. Yeah, I've got friends that aren't letting their dogs even get near other dogs.
Yeah. Let's see.
Who do I think John should interview next? Well, have you done Shalom on the Roam?
That's who I wanted to get. I think she's gone already, but yeah, last time I asked her, and then she said I would, but I'm out of cell service or something. But we're gonna get her in here. I don't know when. Maybe right after Christmas or so, we'll get her.
Yeah, that would be good.
Machinery addiction. Oh, your husband. Let's see.
A 12-step program.
Yeah, just keep dogs away from all the other dogs and dog parks, and maybe you'll be safe from that sickness. Hopefully,
I think that's smart.
It's bad when they don't even know what it is. They can't tell you what it is. Even your vets can't tell you, so you don't know what. It's kind of like when they had COVID. One day it was like, oh, we have a case on an airplane in Houston or something like that, and by the end of the week, the whole country was infected. It's the same with the dogs. You don't know what the heck it is. So hopefully they'll all be okay.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up. I enjoyed it, man. Thanks so much for coming on, Dan.
Thanks for having me. This is fun. Yeah,
that's a lot of fun, man. I think a lot of people need to do this more often and get everybody else and promote each other and slap each other on the back and stuff. It's a lot of fun,
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And appreciate you stopping by. And if I get going by February, March or something, I'm gonna hit you up. Maybe stop by and say hello, man. So
Yeah, please do. Love
yeah,
to visit with you.
it'd be fun, man.
Yeah.
And I know everybody else in the chat enjoyed you also. So
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
appreciate you for doing it. So I'm gonna end it here, guys. So thanks for showing up, chat. And well, I guess we just end it like in 5 seconds. Let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, man.
Thank you. Thank you, John.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.